Hey, good morning. I feel a little hold up there. All right. So we got a sell signal up here, sell pattern. That's a sell pattern on the here in the futures. And we'll look at the others. And so what's the quality of this sell setup? Well, it's a sell setup, but has it violated the downtrend? Clearly it has. So were we getting sell setups like this one? Get my little trusty drawing thing out here. I'll get the spotlight. We get the sell setup here after a move down. It violates the trend. Good. We get another break, breaks the prior low. It does it, not with as much momentum, but a good move. Comes up here. We get a little breakout failure, a little shock kind of thing going on there. Little sell setup. Ideally, it would have broke the low. It didn't. But now here, it traded above the pivot high. So based on that concept, it showed strength, so now it's a sideways trend. It is up against some resistance here. And we got a little kind of breakout and failure. Yesterday said, hey, if it's an inside bar, we get a breakout bar failure. Well, it's still an inside bar, but the textbook one, it's a narrow range bar that stays in the upper half there, and then it breaks. So it's still, in this case, we needed to break below yesterday's low. You see the markets are up here a little bit, right? And if it doesn't break, I guess that will be a sign of strength. In any event, you see here the pattern beginning to form like a head and shoulders top. Yesterday we talked about whether it could violate this low. It didn't, as it came down and then it bounced off there. And now we'll see if it forms the right side. It won't break yesterday's low. It won't. Okay, McGraw. And if it does, what do we do? Do we run for cover, go to the bomb shelter, or what's the play here? I think it's we get a bear sandwich and it goes back up. We'll see. Probably a bear sandwich. All right, so let's do this. Now you've put yourself on the spot. Okay. And we have to do. Okay. All right. You are now. What the hell? What is it? I don't know. I'll hit the delete button. All right. So we'll see if it holds here or not. All righty. We have a potent reversal bar. That's it. All right. 4,400 to 4,525. Is that the trading range? Well, it would have to break yesterday's low if it did that, McGraw. Come on. Is that SPX or the futures? SPX. Okay. So SPX. And we can tighten this up. We'll do this little doodad here. 4400. and 45.25. I get it. I get it. So it certainly means it can break the low, right? And just based on yesterday's reversal of the move up and then a close below the low here, it certainly would make sense for it to come down. And 4,400, it could break this pivot, right, to hit basically what's in the middle of nowhere, which I'm sure you're talking about open interest, that being the level. So after a greater than 100% retracement, it certainly could do that. Hold on. So it's reasonable. It's a reasonable idea because of this strength up to hold somewhere in this area. The top end because of yesterday's reversal, and we know prices are up here a little bit. And as far as going down there, well, the pivot is what's real. So that sometimes they lean on that a little bit to go through it. And then we'll see where it goes from there. All right. And I don't know what I did there. I'm typing zeros, but I made a mess. All right. Dow. Several more bars reversal in the bottom of the bar. And nasty. This wasn't showing any strength yesterday. And Trader Alchemy, good morning. McGraw on a line, put me on a line going lower, already short Europe. All right. We're not against going down, Trader Alchemy on YouTube. So I started today's pre-market with the title in YouTube, is this the best sell signal? And so you can see where I'm going with this, in that it is not the best sell signal, but it's a sell signal. In other words, because of the strength that we saw last week, our belief is that prices will not go all the way back down to the low. Beliefs aren't facts, right? And so that is a fact. Beliefs are not facts, right? They are opinions. If we knew something for sure, right, then it would be a fact, right? So internals at an extreme. Sentiment is not at an extreme. It's not that far away. And so basically, we don't have anything here. Not alchemy, Joe. It's academy, something like that. Academy, Accademy. Anyway, so we need this to get up here. Now this is here. We'll see if that flips back up. But so we don't have any signal here, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So now we'll see if this breaks here and how far down it comes. Same story. All right, Qs now was strong. I mean, Apple was like, right, every hedge fund, every institution was buying their Apple, right, over the last couple of days. All right, what are they all going to do when they decide to sell? That is the problem with these institutions. They move like a herd, and yesterday I mentioned like the merry-go-round in the chairs when the music stops. Yep. So big momentum move up. It hit that 172 area over here, and then it started to back off. Tesla, pushed up above there, then it started to back off, and so on. So we'll see how much these give it back or not. And the Russell had a big red bar, but now we got to see what kind of follow through we're going to get here. you know, maybe get a 1, 2, 3 setup, consolidates there for a day. Maybe today is a choppy day. That's certainly something to consider. Crude oil was going up now, and it's taken a breather here. And it's backing off, so the markets will probably like that. Silver making the turn. I like that. Had good action yesterday. It's in the top here, but look, we've got the reversal here. It is at resistance. I think it's worth a position. And gold, it cleared the highs. Whatever the reason, came back down real hard. Keep an eye on this one today. See if it starts to rebuild. So this looks good. This looks, what the hell happened there? This don't look so bad. So let's see if this can continue to make the turn. Bitcoin trying to do its grinder up there. It's actually what it's doing is grinding. But it cleared the pivot. It's nervous trading as it's moving up. And what else here? GLD. Looks good. Pre-market, same as gold, of course. That looks good. All right, that looks good. What are our transports doing? Well, everything had some kind of correction yesterday. Wasn't, run for the hills type of thing. You get red bar corrections. So this went sideways for a few days. So overzealous buyers, and now they get nervous, start selling, and now we'll see how much they want to continue to do that selling or hold this, this area right here. 1, 2, 3 weekly. Well, it's not the textbook 1, 2, 3 thing. A lot of people ask this question when they just see the big bar and the inside bar. 1, 2, 3. Well, kind of. First of all, a 1 bar is a wide range bar. That is like a wide range bar on steroids. It's just like, way bigger than normal. But then it hits this resistance area. The ideal 1, 2, 3 type of a pattern is one in which, it's you have some kind of a base and, just making boxes here. Maybe it came down and, normal kind of wide range bar and an inside bar. But there isn't anything to the left. So that's the sticker. Now, what would we want if we could ask the market gods for a setup here? And it would be a 1, 2, 3, 4. Why would I want that? If I could draw a freaking straight line and make a little bottoming tail bar. Right. I would want that because this bar is so damn big, and I'd want some kind of a correction that showed me it came back up, and then I would say, go for it. And we'd have this kind of bullish price action at this area here. And we talked about absorbing supply. And so this punctured it like it hit it like a semi truck, and it was just going to go through it. And now it's stalled here. So some type of correction bar would be the ideal scenario for a long here. And that could be in alignment with all the other things that we're talking about here, as far as, what happened yesterday. It hit resistance and gapped down and sold off. And we had this little, bout of selling. It's no big deal yet in relation to this power move up. Maybe it holds the 50, we're somewhere in here, which would be fine. We'll see what happens, with how that plays out. Qs, topping tail and the breakout failure. So we got little bearish patterns everywhere. And, the SMH thing that we did yesterday, that gap down under the bottoming tail bars low, So that's a little more bearish. So we got all these little bearish things going on right now, and we'll see how far they go. And our internals, as I said, don't really give us a signal here. This, I told you, this is what it's supposed to do to get to an extreme after this. And this came up, it didn't tag the upper part here. So thing we'll have to be careful of, is that, so if we get a little more correction, I said earlier in the week, and I said in the green room yesterday, last week, comes down to the 0 line. So this coming down a little bit more brings this somewhere above this 0 line. Maybe, this could keep going up. I don't know, whatever it does. But this pulling back towards 0 should line up with whatever's going to happen here to get us to flip up. And I said, then potential move to 4,600, right? Up near these highs. And then if this all lines up together, well, we'll see how nasty some kind of bigger correction becomes, right? Was that a breakout failure on the 200 MA at the spiders? I guess you mean here, yes. All right, spiders are going to look similar to that. Right? Equal bars, breaks out, and breaking below the low here. So yesterday I said look for a potential breakout bar failure, right? BBF, which requires an inside bar, right? Requires an inside bar, and then it breaks the next day. Well, yesterday broke below the low and closed below it. So it's a breakout failure, not a breakout bar failure. We have our little terminologies there. But anyway, there you have it. We'll see where it ends up today. All yours, Dan.
Good morning. So, yeah, I was yesterday into the market fully bearish for today, always with the caveat, depending on, the gap and the price action the next morning. And, we're gapping right over this. So if we take out the 30-minute high, I think McGraw is right. We're just going to stay range bound today. But if we take out a 30-minute low, then I think we're going to take out yesterday's low, and then we'll go ahead and continue with our more bearish setups. So we have a couple bear call credit spreads. We got a couple shorts, and everything looks fine right now. Bitcoin up. We got a couple Bitcoin short puts. I don't have a big watch list here today. We did short a call spread on Tesla and Amazon. Tesla gapping up a little bit, but we're already at a nice profit, and we covered half yesterday into the close. So even with this gap up, I don't think it's going to hurt our call spread one iota, because we made one night of time decay, and it's still so far away. We did the what was it, the 1150? No, 1200. We did 1200, 1250. What do you think the odds of, after a run this big, that it doubling that? I don't think so, homie. I mean, you never hear me say never, but we're odds traders. Amazon here, pre-market is weaker. We did a call spread on that, the 3,400, so that looks great. Yeah, IWM. IWM is the weakest, and it made the turn at major resistance. I did look at this, Christopher. Oh. No, well, SMH we gave. IWM was mentioned in the video, because in the video, I usually, I always start with a market review, then I talk about the open positions, and then if I have a number of trades in my watch list, then I'll talk about those. But yeah, when I was talking about the broader markets IWM, like I'm doing right now, then I did say that I will look for a call spread. And I did look for one this morning. It's only 14 cents for Friday. But this is a perfect pattern for it. SMH is, I'm pretty sure I gave, I'll check later though, not right now, but pretty sure I mean, sometimes I post them on the wrong channel. But you know what, I'm gonna check right now. It only took 5 seconds. A GME I posted. All right, so there's, no, it's right here. I see it, Christopher. It's in the weekly options trader, the SMH. It's there. So look at GME is on my bear call credit spread list. It's in the middle chart here, gapping down under this pivot on the 15, extended on the daily. Let's see if we can do the 160 or above. And they're very juicy. So calls get jacked also based on greed and positive moves, like Tesla is. So this is a really, really nice call spread candidate, 5-10 minute low. Janet, yep, I know Nick was gapping, but you know, there's nothing to do with it. And this, the 100% looks like a SPAC. You know, they just go flatlined into 10 bucks, went down. Now it looks like a toy. I don't know, maybe it sets up a day trade. NEOG, that, you know, when we talk about MT lives with different subjects, this would be the subject of trend quality. Look at this, downtrend, moving averages, green bars ignored, lower highs. Look at this thing. This is horrible price action. Now it's gapping down to 31 bucks. NEOG is not having a good couple months. VWV, recent IPO, was gapping down, snapping back. I don't see anything there. iRobot, gapping to 66 bucks. That's a put spread idea. I'm putting that in a pattern. Not in a pattern, in a thumbnail. iRobot, that's a great put spread candidate. Uber, look at Uber popping here pre-market. This looks like a great put spread and day trade. So I did post that in the weekly options trader as a put spread idea. And I posted GME. Adding New York cabbies. What does that mean? Adding a cabbie to your Uber drivers? They're to be taking a pay cut. You can hail a cab. Oh. All right, I'll have to think about that. All right. So look at Lyft. You know, I always look at the cousins. I had no idea what the news was, but look how Lyft, you know, this is where fundamentals kick in. So whatever's helping Uber is hurting Lyft, which kind of seems different since these competitors, they kind of just totally copy each other. Hey, Maurizio. Wolf here, the CEO, is on CNBC, so I just pulled up the chart. You know, consolidating the top of the range. It could be a potential breakout. Man, I don't like the weekly, never mind. Spot had some deal with Google, I think. Nice gap up over yesterday's high. That's a put spread idea. This OXM bottom right, I posted as a long watch. Gap into 87 bucks, top of the range, but that's a big gap into these red bars. If it can hold and take out 30-minute high, I like it. Canvey, now this was a beautiful inverse head and shoulder bottoming pattern. And this actually was a bullish 180, which, you know, didn't go very far. But then it had a new low reversal, snap back, sideways, 2 red bars ignored, closing breakout, price void. But it's too late now, but that was very tradable yesterday. Hey, John, full. It's showing it up 385, but I see no prints. We'll come back to you. Cook gapping down, all-time lows. That's another death trend. Trend quality. Look at that weekly chart. That it looks horrible. Death trend. Ollie North. This is a short idea. Sell setup. 2 topping tails. A little extended on the 15-minute, but that's a definite weak animal. I'm going to put that in a window. They are ASPN up alarm. So Ollie North, ASPN, we entered it yesterday. Nice. And Greg, you love bottoming patterns. We're up $2. Sell half.
That one's got a couple of dimples in it, man.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You figure it out. I'm kidding. Just better sell it.
All of it or half?
I would sell half.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Very nice. LBS I posted as a short under yesterday's low. Which, all right, good. I look good. Good. I like the immediate weak action right now. Where am I? Aspen.